grab a beverage, perhaps a snack. We have lots to chat about. Also, this set I'm obsessed with. If you've seen me within, I don't even know how many weeks since Christmas it's been, I've probably been wearing this set. It's a top and bottom, they match. I'll link them down below as well on my Let to Know It in case you want to grab the set for yourself. It's so soft, so cute, so comfy, obsessed. If you see me wearing this multiple days in a row, no you didn't. There's no like significant order to this. I'm just gonna grab whatever. First, I am obsessed with this blush palette, which unfortunately it's no longer made. It's been discontinued, but stick with me. It's the NARS Orgasm Foreplay Blush Quad. I'm really sad that they discontinued this because it's just so beautiful and just, in my opinion, must-have shades. She has been well loved. So there's 4 shades, the 3 blushes here, and then this guy, which is actually a highlighter. I don't really use this one as much unless I'm super duper tan. Oh, hi Rue. But these 3 blushes, I love them. I do use them separately, but 9 times out of 10, I'm just taking my brush and going back and forth on all 3 and mixing the 3. They're beautiful. So the colors, they do make them separately. They just no longer have them in this specific palette. I will also have them all linked separately. So we have Orgasm, which is like a tried and true staple for most people. They probably have tried this or already used this. It's like one of their most like iconic shades. I'll swatch them on my finger so you can see the difference. The next one is Orgasm Rush. Love, 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 love this one. It's the darkest, deepest of the 3 blushes. And then we have Orgasm X. Gorgeous. So the pinky is Swinger. We have Orgasm here, Orgasm Rush, and Orgasm X. It looks to me that they discontinued this palette because they no longer have Swinger. The highlighter, Swinger, does not seem to exist anymore. They've been replaced. So I will link the replacement for that as well in case you do want to pick up a highlighter. But it was just like a true like deep gold. Again, really pretty. I honestly wore it more as like eyeshadow in the summertime than an actual highlighter. So Orgasm here, this one is going to be more of a peachy pink tone with gold shimmer. Orgasm Rush here in the middle. This one's more of a deep rose bronze tone with kind of like a multi-shift bronze gold shimmer. And then Orgasm X here, this is a deep coral with shimmering gold pearl. So they all are shimmers, but just like gorgeous. I'm obsessed. And I think all 3 of them together are just perfection. Like, I wish they sold a shade that was all 3 mixed together. But I love them all separately as well. I just find myself doing the old swirl. All right, next has been like a daily or whenever I'm wearing makeup use. It's just, we all know and love it. It's another product that you probably already have or have tried. The Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. So in the summertime, I typically wear banana bread. And in the wintertime, currently, I wear pound cake. I love this powder. It's just super duper finely milled. I'm also obsessed with the smell. She made the perfume super limited. It sold out like in seconds, so I wasn't able to get it. Please bring it back. I want it. I'm obsessed with the smell. It's like this super sweet, maybe like almond type of scent. I don't know. It just smells so good. These are the fuller sizes. They make smaller sizes as well. And now they also have the pressed. I've not tried the pressed, so I don't have an opinion on that yet, but the loose, a must have. I use this to bake. So like my T-zone, under eye area, it just helps with fine lines, pores, texture, excess oil. To apply this, I use my little powder puff and then I just like literally like pack it on and then take a little brush and sweep away the excess. Really, anywhere that you feel that you have the texture, fine lines, and excess oil or shine throughout the day, this is going to be your new best friend. If you are on the drier side, you can still use this. However, you're going to want to pair it with this, which is also one of my must-have faves. I don't even know how many bottles of these I've used. This is the MAC Fix Plus Spray, the alcohol-free multitasking setting spray. So I know this topic can be very confusing for a lot of people, and I'm going to try and break it down and explain it a little bit better because I have 2 sprays in here as my favorites, but they have different purposes. So the MAC Fix Plus Spray. This I use right after my powders to kind of just blend everything in. It's going to soften the powder. It's going to get rid of that powdery finish. It's going to help hydrate. You can use it before applying your makeup for a little extra hydration or just like midway when you are applying your powder, especially if you're using the setting powders, or I use this guy a lot too, my MAC Studio Fix powder, just to kind of blend everything to make it more seamless. Whatever powder you're using, it doesn't matter. This is also a must-have that's going to help save the end result of the makeup to look more glowy, natural, softer, blended, rather than dry, crusty, dusty, powdery. Does that make sense? So that's this guy's purpose. This is not to keep your makeup on all day. This is not what I recommend for like the humidity and heat. For that, you're gonna want to use something like this. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. It says it has up to 36-hour wear. It's transfer resistant, locks in your makeup, waterproof, sweat resistant, clothes resistant, smudge resistant, phone resistant. So all the resistant, all the things. This is what's going to keep your makeup on, especially in the hot, humid weather. For summertime, this is like a go-to must-have. This is basically hairspray for your face. So it's going to lock in your makeup. This is the last thing that you do. Whenever you're done everything. Last. Midway. Last. Midway. Last. Got it? they do both say setting, which I understand is confusing because technically this is a fixing spray and this is a finishing spray, setting spray. I know the terminology can be a little confusing. The nozzles are also different. This is like a typical makeup nozzle. This one is again an aerosol, closer to like a hairspray, so it's super duper fine. I just think both of these in the routine paired together are chef's kiss. The lip product I've used the most is the Maybelline Lifter Glosses. I have 3 shades. They make a ton of colors. I don't know offhand how many, but I would say the one I use the most is Moon, which is this one here. I have that on currently. I also have Pearl and Opal, so I'll swatch those. They are said to be a dupe for the Fenty gloss bombs, and I do own a couple of those, and I would agree. They're not sticky, they're hydrating, they have a beautiful sheen. They do have a shimmer to them, but they're not like glittery. You don't feel it on the lip either. Like you don't have that like chunky glittery finish, you know? So we have Moon at the bottom, Opal in the middle, and then Pearl at the top. They're just so juicy looking, and they feel great on, super soft, non-sticky. They're drugstore price, so they're affordable. Just a go-to. I always have at least one of these in one of my bags when I go out. Give them a try. The scent that I've worn the most is the Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. I had a little travel size or like a smaller size of this that I've used up, so I've moved on to the bigger one. I'm just obsessed with it. It's so good. Floral but clean. I wear this day or night. It's such an elegant, sophisticated, beautiful scent. The notes are Damascus rose, peony, and white musk. I'm a huge lover of musk. It's so good. Ugh, I love it. This is gonna be really weird to say, but it's like sexy grandma. Just trust me, go smell it. I love her. Sexy grandma. This next one was really tough because I wear them separately and I wear them together. What I mean by that is, in the summer, I'm typically going to grab the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. I have 2 shades here. I do tend to mix them. This has definitely been a staple concealer that I've used for many, many months. It's fragrance-free, waterproof, transfer proof. It brightens, blurs, conceals, and it's a matte finish. It is buildable, so you can sheer it out to a medium or you can layer it for full. It's just a really beautiful concealer if you want more of a matte finish, or again, in the summertime when you're in the heat and the humidity, this is going to be what I grab the most. The one that I pair with it or wear more in the colder months is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. Again, so beautiful on the skin. That's what I have on today. It's more hydrating. It's also a natural finish, so it does give more of the skin-like kind of glow. I find I typically will wear this in my T-zone and then this everywhere else in the summer, especially the under eye. I do tend to stick to this one. This one is also waterproof, up to 16-hour wear, and it just honestly feels like so weightless and light on the skin. I would say this works for really any skin type if you don't mind a natural finish. If you do want to be more matte, then give this one a try, or you can kind of cater to what you need. So in the T-zone, if you want to add a little bit of this guy and then this everywhere else, do that, because this might just be too matte for those of you who have drier skin. All of 2025, pretty much, these were the go-to in rotation or paired together. This last one is the Fenty Skin Butter Drop. I have 2 here. The smaller one that I have is the original whipped oil body cream, and then the other one, the bigger one, is the shimmering whipped oil body cream. They're the same formula, same thing, except this one has shimmer, this one does not. They are gorgeous on the skin. Let me just show you. This is my second one of this one. Because it is travel size, I typically do take this with me wherever I'm going, but this is the original one, and you can't tell too much from inside the container. You can kind of tell. Like, this one has like a little pearl sheen. Stunning on the skin. I'll show you the original one first. It's a super thick formula. However, it just melts like butter into the skin and just leaves like the most stunning glow that looks like just like lit within, like so hydrated. I cannot even really explain it. It's just so good. And it feels just so like velvety, super duper soft. I love it. I use it all over. Hands, legs, arms, chest, everything. Like, look at, this is so dry. And then look how glowy, light reflecting. Love it. It's made with 7 luxurious oils. That honestly, I would say is what you smell. Just like a very clean hint of the oils that are used to make it. It's just like a super duper light fragrance. It doesn't get in the way of my perfumes or anything else that I'm wearing. And anyone that isn't into fragrance, you're also gonna like it. I would say that they both have just like the slightest scent of jasmine. It's just very light, fresh, and clean scented. I love it. And then I'll show you the shimmer. On the other hand, this one I would say I do typically use more in the summertime just because I'm showing more. So it's beautiful on the neck and chest, shoulder, arms, everywhere, because you're showing more skin in the summer. You can take advantage of more of that shimmer. They do look super similar. I would say you really only recognize or see the shimmer aspect of it when the sun is like hitting it directly. Look how youthful and soft it makes my skin. And it just has like the finest little sheen of pearl shimmer. It's not like chunks of glitter. It's still super natural and wearable. So like, don't be afraid. And it is the same scent. They do make these in other scents. You can apply with your hands. Honestly, my chest, like upper region, I do normally use a brush. Like, look at that. Like, can you see that? Gorgeous. I love her. All right, the last thing that I'm going to mention in today's video that I wore the absolute hell out of is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow Ultra Glitter. I have these in multiple shades, but the one that I used the most is called Ritz. A couple key things with these: make sure that you close the lid when you're done using it because it is this cushiony, super soft texture that will dry out. So make sure you close it when you're done. The other thing that I recommend is using your finger to apply, not a brush. That's how you're going to get the most pigment and most shimmer out of it. If you use a brush, you're going to get more fallout. So I typically just place this like right on the inner corner, and when I'm telling you, I have gotten compliments on it every single time I've worn it. I'm not exaggerating. It's just stunning. This one, the base is kind of just like a super duper light taupey color, but it has a silver glitter shimmer to it. So I typically use it either alone or as a topper. So I just topped off the eyeshadow I had on. So it's not going to change the color of the eyeshadow I applied. It's just going to add that glittery, shimmery finish. This probably is one of the most asked, most recommended products of 2025. Not even joking. I cannot tell you how many times people have stopped me, asked me what eyeshadow I'm wearing. It's always this over top, whatever it is, or by itself, especially in a darker atmosphere, like at night or just like out somewhere. It reflects the light just so beautifully, and it's so eye-catching. It's just gorgeous. Drugstore price, super cheap, affordable, a must-have for me anytime I want a little glitz glamour. So that is everything from my most used, most favorited 2025 products. Give those a try. Let me know your thoughts on them. Comment down below what some of your favorites are so I can give them a try. I will have everything linked down below in the description, as well as my like to know it page, so check that out if you want to shop anything. Be sure to save this video, share it with a friend, give it a thumbs up, and follow for more.